Okay, now let's check our settings for ledger, then controlling area, financial accounting, global settings, ledgers, very important, settings for ledgers and currency types. Um, Okay, position is 0L, which is leading ledger. Leading ledger is the ledger which takes all the transactions and all the transactions flow through this ledger. This is the main principal ledger and position. Company code settings folder UAP9 is our company code. Okay, we have 30 and we have Y1 that we have added. What is Y1? Let's see that from this folder where all the settings for the currencies have been set against each company code separately because we want to add another currency. Reporting currency is euro, okay? And that is added against your company code. So this is done. Next is SPRO. And next is important. Controlling, general controlling, organization, maintain controlling area. And maintain controlling area. That's the next step. Now, controlling area has a higher precedence than a company code. So we already have that and double click this. Okay, USD, this was reflected in the ledger system for group currency. If there are multiple companies under one controlling area, that becomes a group of companies, and controlling area then assumes the authority or power of a group in a group of companies setting. Chart of accounts is UAP9, fiscal year variant is K4, cost center hierarchy is UAP9. Financial statement version is INT. Activate the components, and that is already everything is active. And then we assigned the company code, and we'll also assign multiple company codes later on. Okay. Now, going back, SPRO, controlling, general controlling, organization, maintain number ranges, subsequent assignment of company codes. Okay, no, we don't need that. We need number ranges for controlling documents. So when financial documents will be posted, it will automatically get reflected in CO. And for that, we need automatic documents, and documents will have number ranges for each document, and that will be automated. And what will be the transaction? RKU, which is repost cost. And for this, we'll have to assign it to elements. So we'll create an element, UAP9. Okay, this will be the number range that will be assigned, and this will be U9. Okay, let's save it. Okay, we go back and we find the transactions, which is RKU. Now, repost cost, whenever the cost will be assigned through FI, it will be reflected in RKU, RKU2 repost revenue, assign element to group. Okay. And so we are basically automating repost cost line items, assign element group, and it is already assigned now. Changes have been saved. Repost cost, repost revenue, repost controlling line items. So whenever cost from FI will be posted, it will get reflected in CO, and then we will repost from one cost center to another cost center within controlling area without passing any journal entries. That is the beauty of controlling, that no manual entries are allowed or done in controlling. Only planning values are allowed, not real values, not real transactions. Real transactions are integrated through various modules. Maintain versions. 0 is the main version, okay, for plan values and actual values for work in process and variance. Now, what is plan actual? Plan production values and actual. For example, if your plan was to produce a product, a car, and that cost initially, initially you would plan the production of that car. For example, it is $10,000. But in actual, you planned $10,000 for overheads, for labor, for material consumption, and material scrapping, byproduct, semi-finished, everything, labor overheads for every process. That was planned $10,000. But in actual, it became $12,000. That extra $2,000 is part of variance. So you will have to investigate why that $2,000 were were realized. Okay, controlling area settings, I selected that LAP 9. Okay, we don't need LAP 9, we need S. Will change this controlling area to UAP 9. UAP 9. Okay, close this. And I'll go back again and then refresh. So it will now be UAP 9. 0 controlling area settings. Now it is UAP 9, 0 settings for each fiscal year 2025. This is already activated. Okay. And price calculation will be periodic price, because every month our planned and actual values will be calculated and posted. Okay. So it will be periodic price. Actual will also be periodic, not cumulative. Okay, cumulative is when you have production orders that extend beyond 1 month. Okay, not average price as well. Own business transactions. Okay, fine. Cost component structure, we'll do this later on. Save. Okay, now this is done. Find ledger for CO version. This is also important. And UAP 9. UAP 9 is not there. UAP 9 version 0, the version 0 that we just adjusted right now. 0L is the compatible ledger where all the entries from this will get reflected in controlling area using for version 0. Okay. Version is somewhat like ledger if you want to understand it. Okay. Okay, now next plan is organization, profit center accounting, basic settings, set controlling area, which is already assigned UAP 9. Okay. And controlling area settings, maintain controlling area settings. Okay, now this is important. UAP 9, profit center currency will be 20, which is controlling area currency. Activate the indicator for 2025 and enter USD. Okay, and group currency that can be used as well. Y1, Y1 is not available, 90. This is a profit center invoice currency. So profit center will can be different. Okay, profit center currency can be different because if it is located in a different geography, then of course it can have its own currency. But we'll go with 20. 20 is already assigned. But with 90, you can of course have your own currency for profit center. We'll just save it. We don't have a dummy profit center, but we have already made a hierarchy that is UAP 9. It's the same. Okay, United Atlantic Group and activate direct posting set control parameters for actual data from year new entries 2025 line items online transfer means it will happen. It's incomplete. Okay, we need a dummy profit center for this. Only then this entry will be valid for configuration. Okay, it needs a dummy profit center, standard hierarchy, and currency type. These two are already assigned. Okay, so we need a dummy profit center. Exit. We will go for master data, profit center, create dummy profit center, UAP 9, basic data. Why do we need a dummy? Because some cost centers will not be part of production, and those will require a profit center by default. That default is if it is not assigned to a cost center, then dummy takes the place of that reporting profit center for that cost center. And segment is higher than a profit center and it has a higher precedence. Indicators, company codes, UAP 9. Okay, change history and save it. Basic settings, controlling area settings. Okay, this is already done. Now we have to do this control parameters. Yeah, control parameters. New entries, 2025. Line items, online transfer means that real-time transfer will happen. Save, this is saved now. Plan versions, analyze setting, update basic settings. I guess this is done. Okay, now next is financial accounting, global settings, ledgers, integration with controlling and financial accounting, document types. Now, these are the document types that will be available for CO posting. Okay, for GL account secondary costs, this document type will be assigned. Okay, number range information, company code UAP 9, intervals, intervals. Okay, change documents. Okay, no. Q9 2025. 09999. Save. U9. Save. Now this is done. Document type mapping variants for CO business transactions. Now, CO business transactions are all collected in this mapping variant. What is this mapping variant? Let's check it. All of the CO controlling area transactions like reposting cost, actual cost center accrual, down payments, primary cost distribution, secondary cost distribution will be available under this mapping variant, through which all the document types will be affected and hit whenever the document gets posted. Okay, so this is by default done by SAP, so we don't have to change it. Okay, standard, we'll use this standard, check and define default values for posting and controlling, and UAP9. Default ledger group. Okay, we don't have default values. UAP9 valid from 010 L. Mapping variant will be 01 that we just saw in the last step. Save, save. Define ledger for CO version. UAP9. It's already done. Okay, in the last step. So that's it for today.